I think one way that the Spirit have got to be sharp is that they don't have a total Tuesday where they can just allow singles if they bowl good dot balls.
And that's right. They need wickets. If they're going to win this game, obviously, they need to take 9 more wickets. Alex Hales on strike. Sorry, Morgan just trying to get that field right. Deep square, deep mid-wicket. Everyone else in the circle.
Hales showing a bit of footwork. Yeah, it's one of those totals, isn't it? Where, you know, part of trying to force big shots, part of trying to create mistakes, you have to stop singles. You can't. We often say in this format of the game, well, a 1 or a single or 3 or 4 singles don't hurt you, but they can in this, can't they?
Yeah, you're dead right, Crofty. As you said, when you've got a low total, you're going to have to make the players, the batters, hit a big score, go over the top. But you can't, as you said, you just don't have enough runs in the bank to allow the singles. Alex Hales just trying to give himself room, that vacant offside boundary. Not hitting it as he would have liked. Single nevertheless.
Struckies feel that the Rockets need one partnership. That's all they really need is one partnership.
One partnership, and with these two on screen, if they're in for 15 balls or so, they'll be getting after that total of 103 left. That will come down rapidly.
Doesn't find the gap on this occasion. It's touch though. 85 balls gone. 85 balls left, I should say. 103 runs needed. Just every time Owen Morgan captains a team, you're looking at what move comes next, and you just thinking, what's he going to pull out now? Who's he got? Let's have a look who he's got. There he is. He's got that steely look, and he Nathan Ellis. Very impressed with this guy.
Yeah, it was really good. Had a fantastic blast competition. His change-ups also can bowl lively pace, but them slower bouncers, slower balls are really impressive.
Hit. Would it have been close if he'd hit? Not sure it would have been that close on that occasion, but direct hits, we quite often say, are closer than you think.
Bounced nicely in his hand there, Jordan Thompson. Really good. They need everything to go their way in the second half of the innings. The London Spirit, as you said, they don't have much of a total. But with Owen Morgan at the helm, players are going to be working off for him.
Hales lobs it up. This should be out. It is out. And Hales has got to go. It's not been a night for him like we've seen in many a year. This is the way that it's been lobbed up to Pollard. And this is going to be a real test from here on in.
Yeah, it's good. The dangerous Alex Hales. And you can tell by how quiet the crowd's gone. Kieran Pollard's never going to drop that same pair of hands. Big pair of hands. Just outside of the 30-yard circle. And they know the importance of that. So both Milan and Alex Hales back in the hutch. He has to go for 6, 21 for 2.
convinced there's a little bit of nerve.
Yes. How's the win? Hi, sir.
Bring your skills, answer the questions, win big.
This game involves an element of financial risk and may be addictive. Please play responsibly and at your own risk.
Catch to mid-on, not what you see from the teams, and then the way that the Spirit were playing Rashid Khan in particular, very out of character type of cricket, really.
Yeah, 100%. As you say, London Spirit, 4 from 4. You just find a way. Tom Kohler-Cadmore coming to the wicket, good player. Likes to go down the crown when he looks for his boundary. Nathan Ellis in at him.
Oh, what a shot that is. Straight out of Test cricket, that shot. Just eased it through the covers. Picks up 3. Don't see many 3s at this ground.
No, you don't. That was just a push. Textbook. Not something you normally would associate with the 100. That shot, but really good cricket shot. Cricket shots also. So you can see Helmet Camp on the non-striker's end. 3 runs with Dan Lawrence chasing it down. 24 for 2. 2 balls left in this set for Nathan Ellis.
Picked up over mid-wicket. Slower ball from Ellis. Very, very close to what was a wide mid-wicket there. It's got an edge, Toots. It's got an edge.
Yeah, they don't want any more mishaps, really. No run-outs. Make London Spirit have to earn their wickets if they're going to get you.
Stayed low. First one we've seen tonight. 98 runs needed after with 80 balls to go.
Yes. How's the win? Hi, sir.
Bring your skills, answer the questions, win big.
This game involves an element of financial risk and may be addictive. Please play responsibly and at your own risk.
So at this stage, London Spirit were 36 for 1, Trent Rockets 25 for 2. It's that close. Is this going to be caught? I mean, no, it's not. There was a chance there for Lawrence. He got the left paw out, but the flypaper wasn't sticky enough to hold on to that one.
That was a fantastic effort by Dan Lawrence. He's tall. He just dragged it around Colin Munro. That's a fantastic effort, as you said. Didn't quite stick in the mitt. As you said, London Spirit need everything going for them.
Swing and a miss.
As you say, with them low totals, Crofty, you just anything, run outs, half chances, they need to be taken. Good from Chris Wood, this. As you said, loads of experience. Seen it all before.
Should just be the one on this occasion. The ball is doing a little bit more now, too, under these lights. Just think the ball is nipping around, just coming off a little bit more awkwardly, unpredictably. It's that time of night as well where perhaps it's a little bit more difficult to pick the ball up, that twilight zone.
Yeah, it's always dangerous, isn't it, for the batters? They don't like this. And it goes from daylight to the night, light starting to take effect.
a smart batting. I think it's just as the old football midfielder would do, and just put the foot on the ball now and just settle the nerves down, just calm everything down. We've done enough of this scattering round and going reckless, and let's deflate the situation.
Well, you know Owen Morgan's going to... That's his type of captaincy, isn't it? Nice and chilled.
Pick the gap again. As Munro, he's got the same gap for the second time. He gets Wood through mid-wicket. Picks up another 4. And 25 balls gone, 33 for 2.
Umpire Paul Pollard then signalling the end of the power play. 32 for 2 off 25. It means the Rockets require 90 from 75. Dan Lawrence, who opened the bowling, back into the attack. What do you think, Natalie? Owen Morgan will never give up a game, will he? Comes out with different plans and maybe a bit of a shock to go with Lawrence straight away.
We were talking about it off air. Owen Morgan was working on the game. That's Birmingham Phoenix against Trent Rockets. Birmingham Phoenix opened up with Moeen Ali. He went around the wicket though to Alex Hales. Did get his wicket first up in that first set of 5. Oh, yeah. So maybe took a little bit from that game. A decent option. Alex Hales on that occasion skied one. He went early.
I think what Owen Morgan does really well as a captain is he just doesn't let the game meander. Like, we'd have probably thought, well, we know that Chris Wood takes the new ball, maybe Ellis. And what he's decided is, look, we don't think we've got enough runs at 122. We've got to take early wickets. Wicket isn't easy. Let's go with a different option, a Dan Lawrence. Yes. You can see that he's a tall off spinner. It's a close run. He's a tall off spinner, gets a little bit of bounce and spin.
Good here, lad. Couple on it here.
Pure, straight, big. Just to finish off that set with a maximum 80 runs required from 70 deliveries.
Yes! How's the wind? Hi, sir!
Bring your skills, answer the questions, win big.
This game involves an element of financial risk and may be addictive. Please play responsibly and at your own risk.
So if you look at the screen, 80 from 70 required. The Trent Rockets would feel really confident from here. But I think the next 10 to 15 balls are really important. I say it for a couple of reasons, because they're going to turn to their regular spinners. And that's no disrespect to Dan Lawrence, but Mason Crane and Liam Dawson, if they're able to put a bit of pressure on and take a couple of wickets, all of a sudden, pressure then will be back on the Rockets. Comparisons at the moment even.
Yes, Dave.
Well, Mason Crane's been good through the tournament. He's picked up 6 wickets so far. As you said, frontline spinner. Not quite starting on line, though.
Out.
We've seen a lot of leg spin today, haven't we, with Alana King, Sarah Glenn, Rashid Khan, Amelia Kerr.
Go, get it. Brilliant, boss.
We saw you and Ebony the other day.
Yeah, we won't talk about that. It's embarrassing.
Got some video footage of you bowling leg spin. Or what you called leg spin.
Yeah, look at them there. Gets it up with this. Don't even look. Don't look, Mason. It's going all the way. He's a powerful hitter, Colin Cadmore, and it brings up the 50 for the Rockets.
Well, this was the period of play when London Spirit was batting and things went very quiet and wickets started to fall. The Trent Rockets making sure they don't repeat that. A couple of big sixes we've seen in the last couple of sets.
This is going as well. Catch it in the crowd. Down. Back-to-back maximums. This one dragged down. Finishes off a good set for the home side. 66 from 65 required.
Yeah, the length allowed him to get underneath this. The length was wrong. How deep he is in his crease. And as a result of it, it's easy for him to play it through the left side. It's very good from the Trent Rockets. They lost their 2 openers, 2 explosive openers who've been so good through the tournament, but that hasn't mattered. Nobody else has really had a chance to bat, really. It hasn't mattered.
Well, I talked about it was an important stage because the frontline spinners into the attack. Mason Crane, well, he was taken down by Colin Cadmore, and he'll turn to his second spinner. Experienced Liam Dawson. In control of the game at the moment, the Trent Rockets. Made the move up from the Brave to the Spirit. 2 for 27. His best so far.
Ball goes, lovely that goes.
In early, Colin Munro, and he's a good player. Leg side because he went after Dan Lawrence through that leg side, mid-wicket, long on. Big gaps in the first 25 deliveries that he capitalised on. Yeah, just look at the position that he took up then to Liam Dawson, batting right outside off stump so he can work it to the leg side.
Catch it!
Yeah, I just sense that Colin Cadmore is going to try and launch Dawson into the pavilion. Now well bowled. Pulled his length back, realising that Colin Cadmore wants to run at him.
This is the thing. As a fielding captain, you've got Dawson and Crane would normally bowl together, bowl in tandem, but they just don't have a lot of runs to play with. They're in a situation where they're under pressure.
Straight all the way, not a big boundary towards the pavilion, and another maximum. End of another 5 deliveries. 57 from 60 required.
Well, they're under very little pressure at the moment in terms of the scoreboard, but they're still finding the boundaries whenever it's required. That set of 5, 1-1.1, and then the 6. No problem finding the maximums at the moment.
How's the win? Hi, sir.
Bring your skills, answer the questions, win big.
This game involves an element of financial risk and may be addictive. Please play responsibly and at your own risk.
And Munro are clean hitters. 45 from 23, this partnership. And the party, let me tell you, in Nottingham will be starting this evening. Saturday night, music blasting. He's a bit giddy. Alice into the attack from the Ratcliffe Road end. Not really a lot that Owen Morgan can do at the moment. He's gone with his two frontline spinners. That hasn't worked, so I'm sure he won't just rest. He'll go with Alice. Kieran Pollard, maybe. Hasn't bowled a lot, has he? Hasn't bowled a ball yet, Kieran Pollard.
He's had a few injuries over the years, hasn't he? He's had a few hamstring injuries. And he hasn't bowled yet. Didn't quite have the effect with the bat tonight either that he would have liked.
I think he's telling the crowd he's not bowling either. I think they're telling him, can he take his hands out of his pockets? And he said, no, I'm cold.
It's not that cold. It's definitely cooled off.
Slower delivery.
Now, we spoke about that a bit earlier, didn't we? We spoke about pace off the ball maybe being an option, and also hard into the surface. It just feels like it is a bit of a tacky surface. I know a few have mentioned that. Sometimes maybe that is the option. But the question is it going to take you a wicket? Because right now they need wickets.
You've got to keep trying, whatever it is. Nathan Ellis has been excellent so far in the competition. Was part of that successful Hampshire T20 side and that dramatic finish at Edgbaston. You've just got to try and find a way. Powered back over Kieran Pollard's head. It's a half volley and dealt with. .50 still required from 55.
Can't ball that length. Mid off and mid on, we're up. Just giving a free opportunity. All it needed was the placement. Every now and again, we've just seen London Spirit get it wrong at the end of the set. Keep seeing the boundaries of the last ball of the sets.
Spirit is number 44, Jordan Thompson.
So he's going to throw the ball to another man who knows how to take pace off. Maybe he is the man to get the Spirit back into the game. Surprised this is his first bowl. Well, here we go, Jordan Thompson.
You spoke about him earlier and about how he could be effective on the surface. 45 balls bowled before he's come on, which is probably a bit surprising.
Right at the top. These two know each other quite well, Thompson and Colin Cadmore. Would have faced each other a lot in the nets at Yorkshire. Chatting away. so far ahead of where the London Spirit were at this stage. So Morgan just slowing it down, talking to experienced Kyron Pollard. Right, what we're going to do? Bring fine leg up. He's going to put Kyron Pollard back out to mid-on. You probably would expect slower ball. He may double bluff. Slower ball. Slower balls all the time at the moment. Good set so far. Remember, they have conceded a boundary off the last 5 sets. The last ball of the last 5 sets has conceded a boundary. Oh, it's a good end, good over, good set. 48 required from 50.
How's the win? Hi, sir.
Bring your skills, answer the questions, win big.
This game involves an element of financial risk and may be addictive. Please play responsibly and at your own risk.
So 50 balls remaining, 48 to win from 50. So most days of the week, you would say that equation looks good. Just 2 wickets down so far. And Munro has been accelerating. I've seen some impressive strikes as well from Colin Cadmore, straight down the ground, long levers and hands through the ball. At a similar stage, the London Spirit were 59 runs on the board, so you can tell they're comfortably ahead at the moment. Well, talk about another strike. Munro has gone downtown.
Sounds strange when you say that sounded big, but it did. Straight off the middle of the bat. One of those where you tell the spin bowler, don't turn round, and you don't. Munro, terrific form. Taking his team home here.
Go, get it, go.
Well, he goes to his 50 of just 28 balls. Actually, a quite quiet way to go to it, but we have seen some excellent striking from him. And it's his first 50 in the tournament.
Yeah, special evening here at Trent Bridge, and it's a special innings so far from Colin Munro. And there's a